Yes guys, what is going on, and welcome to episode 2 of my current training split. Today we are going to be training chest and triceps, my absolute favorite thing to train. I love getting a chest pump. For me, it's one of the best pumps you can get. So as you know, if you saw the last video, the back and biceps workout, we're just gonna be taking you through the workout, talking through some form pointers, so hopefully you guys can take something from this workout and go and apply it to your own program and own workout. So without further ado, we're gonna start off with some cable flies just to pre-exhaust the chest. So let's just get straight into it. Right, so when performing cable flies, it depends what part of the chest you're trying to hit as to what height and angle you go for. But for me, preferably, I like to set it up about three holes down and then kind of bring it down into the middle. And that is the contraction I like to get. So we're gonna go for literally just 2 sets, about 15 to 20 reps on a lightweight, and just get it warmed up and then go into our main pressing movement. And that's that. Right, 2 sets from that done. We're now gonna move on to incline dumbbell press. Now, when we do incline dumbbell press, we do same sort of thing that we saw on my back day. So we'll do 2 warm-up sets leading up to our main working sets. Then we'll go for 2 heavy sets, 6 to 8 reps. And then we'll do 1 back-off set for about 10 to 12 reps. So normally I do about 40s on the dumbbells, incline dumbbell press. So hopefully we can keep that up here, but we'll see. So let's go for it. So we're starting on 20s. Just gonna go for about 6 reps just to warm up before we go into our working sets. Right, so when you're performing incline dumbbell press, as you see, I slightly turn my hands into like a 45-degree-ish angle because then I feel like it takes the tension off my shoulders a little bit. In terms of the actual incline, I only do 1 up. I see a lot of people do 2, but I find that puts, again, too much pressure on my shoulders, and we want to isolate the chest and not have any shoulder pain at all, because we want to be able to go as heavy as possible and make the most improvement on our chest. So think about that when you're doing it. If you feel comfortable doing a little bit of a higher incline and you're still feeling like it's majority chest and a bit less shoulders, then that's fine. But yeah, we're gonna move up a little bit in weight. 1 more warm-up set, then into our main working set. Going for the 40s for 8 reps. See how we get on, should be fine. Should be able to even rep 42s, we'll see. So something we talk about frequently in our videos and when we're doing incline dumbbell press and chest in general is keeping our shoulder blades back as we're performing the movement. And it's quite a difficult concept to grasp. It takes a lot of kind of practice and understanding, but just trying to keep your shoulder blades fixed on that bench. You can isolate the chest as much as possible. If you allow those shoulder blades to come forward, chest is off tension. You know what? Earlier I was filming TikToks and I lifted 80 kg on bench and I've done 160 kilo deadlift. And I think that's taking its toll on me. And these dumbbells feel a lot heavier than my other ones, but the ones at my other gym. But we still got 8 reps just about. Was a big push. So I'm not gonna go to 42s because I'll probably crash out quite early. So we'll stick to that and try and get 6 to 8 on the second set. Then we'll drop down to about 32, 30, try and get 10 to 12 reps. Alright, so we've done 2 working sets, 1 back off set, done with dumbbell press. We're now going to move on to a machine, and then another fly, and that'll be test done. We'll move on to triceps. Right, so we're moving on to incline plate loaded machine press. This is a really good machine, it hits a really good angle. I normally do start off with my pre-exhaust of the flies. I do my incline dumbbell press, they're standards. Don't do any barbell benching anymore because it doesn't isolate the chest as well as I want it to. Then I move on to a machine. So whatever machine you want to do. In my last split, I was doing decline to kind of work the lower chest, but now I've moved on to like an incline machine. So we're going to be doing this one, and then we'll be doing one more fly exercise. And again, when you do chest here, you don't have to overdo it, but like for me, I'm actually doing, this is quite a lot still. A lot of people just do 3 exercises, but I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4 exercises, 4 main exercises on my chest. And if you hit it right, you overload it correctly, you will get the benefits from it. So same thing, warm up set, 6 reps. We're gonna go heavier now. It's heavy, 6 reps though. I'm quite happy with that. I felt like if I did another rep, I wouldn't have been able to do it, but I do feel like I can go a little bit heavier, 2.5 heavier for 6 reps. Oh, that was close. Didn't come out the way of that. I stretched my chest back big time. But that last rep there is what failure should look like and what you should be pushing to. Really getting past that. Don't just give up because you feel like it's a little bit harder. Give everything to get that last rep. That is where the difference is going to happen. So we're now going to do a back off set, a little bit lighter, go for about 12 reps. So I was aiming for 12, but I only got 10, but I'm happy with that. Really feeling my chest burning. So I'm looking forward to doing this split for the next 6 weeks, seeing the progress along the way. We are back to football though, as you would have seen from my last video. Go check that out if you haven't already. So we are going to be cutting a lot of body fat now because it's more cardio, twice a week, intense football. So I think that'll be good for us though, building the muscle to some extent and keeping the body fat low. I think we'll probably look better all in all with that extra cardio. But let's move. Right, so the final exercise we're going to do on chest is a seated cable fly. Obviously we did flies at the start of the workout, but that was just a pre-exhaust. It's lightweight. This one we're going to keep, the way you set it up, like my other gym has a machine already for it, but if you wanted to set it up, just get your bench an appropriate distance away from the cable machine so that when you're in an extended position, yeah, extended, you've got a stretch in your chest. Then set this to a appropriate height. So when you're sitting down, it should be about shoulder level. So you're coming across like that. Same on this side. When getting in this position, it should be nice and safe. Don't allow yourself to put too much pressure on your shoulders. Back always constantly fixed against the bench. Get that stretch in your chest. And then bring the cables together and squeeze. With this last exercise, it's an isolation exercise, so I don't typically stick to that strong set, back off set formula. I kind of just do the reps so that I can constantly feel the tension, and I'll probably, like the last set, I'll normally do like a drop set or something. squat. We've done 3 sets. We're gonna go for fourth one now. Fourth one. We're gonna do a drop set to finish off chest, and then we'll move on to triceps. We've got 3 tricep exercises. We're gonna do single arm extension, cable extension, rotation extension, and skull crushers. That'll be chest and triceps finished. Moving on to single arm tricep extension. The way we're going to do it is literally standing side onto the cable machine, grabbing the cable from the top, and then from here, oops, we're extending out and locking out our elbow to fully engage the tricep. I did used to do this like dual, double arm, like that, but I find I done single arm one day because one of the sides of the cable was being taken, and since then I much prefer doing it single arm as opposed to double. I just feel like you can get a better contraction at the top of the movement. Finished our single arm extension. We're now going to move on to rotation cable extension, because I feel the way the handlebar moves as you go down helps you reach a very good contraction on that tricep. One of my main body parts that I want to focus on is my triceps, because although they're relatively decent, I do think there's improvements to be made. So yeah, so this is the attachment we're talking about. When you put it on, if you have got it at your gym, you want to make sure that this little V thing is facing towards you. And then as you perform your reps, you actually just twist the handlebars. And obviously a little twist of the handle, like I said, helps you reach that full contraction. So this is particularly a movement we can overload quite a lot because of the rotation in the handlebar and the way our body's positioned. We can get quite a bit of weight into it for an isolation exercise, as opposed to others like a rope and stuff, and you're still going to get that contraction. So yeah, we're going to do one more set on this, move on to skull crushers, and that is the chest and tricep session of my split finished. That is finished now. Moving on to skull crushers, 3 sets. Can't go too heavy with these towards the end because we really got to focus on that contraction. And because we've worked so hard, it's hard to go heavy. But skull crushers is one of my favorite exercises to get that full stretch in the tricep. So when we do our skull crushers, start with the dumbbells directly above your head. Shuffle all the way to the back of the bench. So when you go down, you can extend your elbows, your hands past your ears, and then from here, pushing up, turning the dumbbells out to reach that peak contraction. Extend and contract. Keep those elbows tucked in. people, that is chest and triceps wrapped up. If you are enjoying this series so far, make sure you smash that like button. You've got to be subscribed to my channel if you want to see the remainder of this split. And comment down below what video you want to see next. And I'll see you all in the next video.